First and foremost, this was a heck of a win for our team. I thought we beat a good basketball team that's a little bit older, very physical, well coached, have good players, and they played their butts off. I thought this was a great game for us. It's a great game to learn from. I can't wait to get to the film, and I think there's so many teachable moments from this game that will help us as we go forward. I'm really proud of our guys for being resilient and fighting. You know, we had some great individual performances. I thought Jalen Lowe came in the first half and was unbelievable. And it was great to see him trust his shot and trust his instincts. And I thought he gave us a huge boost. I thought Will's defense throughout the game was one of the big reasons why we were able to win. Anderson was coming in, averaging 14 and a half points. He was leading them in scoring, and I thought Will did a great job on him. But at times, especially in the last 3 minutes, Will guarded everybody. Came up with some big steals, big rebounds, just was outstanding. I thought Ish made some big plays. I thought Blake, with not playing as well as he's capable of playing, made a huge three and made a drive for a layup. So and then had a good defensive possession. I thought he did some good things. Obviously, Ish, driving and defending and scoring and making big plays and, being a facilitator for us. And obviously Bob, did some really, really good things. And so there's some great things to learn from this game, some real live game situations that we try to simulate in practice, but it's different when there are people here and there's someone coming after you. I thought some of them we didn't handle well, but the last one I thought we did a really, really good job of, and so I'm proud of that.
Will, I think they won points of the paint in the first half. What did you guys have to do to kind of reestablish control inside?
I think as a team we just had to lock in and understand that that's not who we've been since the summer. Since Spain, since our first two games, we've been a great defensive squad as a unit. And I feel like, we just had some mental lapses where we came together as a squad and just said we got to tighten up so we could change the game.
Ish, coming into this one, I think they'd already taken 65 three-pointers. Was defending the perimeter a big point of emphasis today, and how do you think your team did?
Yeah, defending the three was definitely something we tried to lock in on the scout, and I think we did a pretty good job. There's always room for improvement, but that was definitely one of the things that we tried to key in on, just running them off the line. So I think we did a good job, but there's always room for improvement.
Will, your coach said by the end you were sort of defending everybody, kind of moving around. What was your mentality? You went through the second half and stayed out there, particularly on defense. What was kind of your mindset?
I think my mindset at all times is I just want to win ball games. When I come in a game, no matter where I'm put, who I'm guarding, where I'm at offensively, I just want to win. And whatever I can do to help our team do that, that's what I'm here to do.
Ish, what can you say about the play from the two freshman guards today, especially Jalen coming off the bench and doing what he did?
Yeah, they're special. I told you guys a long time ago that these freshmen, they're a great group of freshmen, and they're sponges, and they know how to hoop for sure, and that showed tonight. I think J-Lo, like Coach said, he had a great first half and second half, and Bub, he's a ball player, as I keep saying. Their work is showing, and it's going to continue to show, so I'm proud of them.
Did you feel like Jalen had a different kind of confidence going into this game than the previous two games? Like maybe he found his feet a little bit more?
Yeah, he saw a couple shots go in, and I think that really just showed him, like, I belong out here, and we have 100% trust in him, so his work just came to light.
Will, as one of the team's leaders, how do you think the freshmen have taken those teachable moments that Jeff talked about, in stride during the games this year?
I think they've done a great job. And just coming in since day one, they've been locked in and they bought into what we want to do as a program. And they've had their head on straight. And as you see, there's a lot of big moments and big-time plays that they make within these games. And I think that they've been ready since the beginning.
What was the culture that has been developed here so far? Been pretty much the same as it was last year?
Last year, yes. That's exactly what we've tried to instill into the guys, into everybody who's transferred in or incoming freshmen. Like I said, Coach has our pillars, and every day we try and come in and have as best of a culture that we can't have, because at the end of the day, that's what being a team is about.
Well, does it feel like you guys have missed a beat since last year? It feels like there really haven't been a lot of bumps since the transition into a new roster.
I feel like we haven't missed a beat. I feel like we've had momentum coming into the season since last year. And momentum is one of the most powerful forces that you can have. And as long as we keep that ball rolling, yeah.
Ish, you had the ball in your hands with, I think it was 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left. You hit that big shot on the right side. What was going through your mind in that moment when you look up, you see 10 seconds left on the shot clock, it's your time to shine?
Just make the right play. If the defense bites, get off of it. If nobody bites, just make the right play, and the right play was to spin and make the layup.
Ish, what makes you a good rebounder?
I think I just know how to read the ball, and like I said last game, the bigs do a great job of boxing out the big guys, and a lot of guards don't crash, so we clean it up. The guards clean it up.
Ish, you guys, I feel like you used 3 guards tonight, maybe for the first time all season, just for a few minutes. What's the dynamic like when it's you and Bub and Jalen out there together?
That's great. Any one of us can get it. Like he just said, the guards love the rebound, and it just starts to break for us when the ball's in the guard's hands. It just gives us momentum, and we feed off of it in transition.
So, Bub made that logo 3 at the end. You think Blake's going to try to one-up him?
Yeah, if the opportunity presents itself, whether it's Bub, Blake, no matter who it is, when that ball goes up, we think it's good.
All right, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Go out that way. Don't fall.
Jeff, what were some of the defensive adjustments you guys made when Florida Gulf Coast started to get some of the baskets underneath?
We tried to double the post. That's something we worked on yesterday. We anticipated them watching film in their first 2 games. I thought their 2 post guys were good. The kid Kelman was a really good player at Princeton on that team that went to the Sweet 16. I think he was second in the Ivy League in field goal percentage. So obviously a very confident player. Played well against Indiana and Ave Marie. And Ware, too. They're big physical guys, and so it was really good for us to play against that. We haven't seen that yet this year, and we know that that's coming as we go forward with our schedule. So we tried to double the post at times and just tried to make it a little bit tougher for them to get initial position. Again, we don't have that in practice, so it's not something we practice against all the time, that type of physicality that those 2 guys had. So I thought we did a good job there. We did a better job of individual defense, not just getting blown by. In the first half, I think their first 5 points came, we got beat. One was on the baseline opposite our bench, and they kicked it out for a 3 in the corner. Same spot, drove it, dumped it off to the post guy, and so that hurt us there. We had a game plan for Barno, who started for him, to go under. He made us pay, so salute to that kid because he's been in the gym working. He had a couple threes and a pull-up early, quick 8 points. That was different. We lived with that. We made an adjustment after that. But again, I thought our guys did a much better job of fighting in the second half. But like I said, this was good for us because our defense was tested. This was not as good of a performance defensively as we've had, and that hopefully we have going forward, and hopefully we learn a lot from this.
Did you feel like there's some of the switches that you guys did when you started doubling and they were trying to use ball movement off of that? It seemed like you guys got faster as the game got on.
Well, I thought in the first half we didn't do some of the things that we're supposed to do. We didn't switch at times on some of the ball screens. So they were able to turn the corner and get downhill, and that put pressure on Fetty and G. Those guys were having to make a decision whether to help up. If they did, they had a guy in the dunker spot that they hit, or if they didn't, the guys were getting floaters because we were behind. I thought we did a much better job of doing what we're supposed to do in the second half, of making those switches. We still have to continue to get better. We got a little bit better today. We have to continue to get better of just ball watching. They had a big 3. We had the guy contained on the baseline in front of their bench on a drive, but a guy sprinted from the opposite side and got a wide open naked 3 right in front of their bench because we were ball watching. We have to do a better job there.
Jeff, there was a big stretch in this where Blake was kind kind of cold. What does it say about your team that it's the new guys who are coming in here and picking up the slack?
Yeah, well, I think we have a good team. I think we have good players. We're confident in them. They're confident in themselves and their abilities. I thought in the first half we actually extended the lead when Blake was out. I thought our defense did a heck of a job defending, and like I mentioned earlier, Jalen was terrific. In the second half, Blake didn't make some shots, missed a couple of free throws, but he hit a huge three. He had a drive where he was able to get to the basket, which was a big play for us. But we have guys that are capable of making big plays.
Ish, I think, said a minute ago that Jalen, after he made those first couple buckets, that you could really see him feel like he started to belong on that floor. Did Jalen need a shot of confidence a little bit?
I don't agree with him there that he belonged. I think he's always felt that he belonged, and he's played well. He just couldn't make a shot. So obviously when you make a shot, you start to get a little bit more confidence. I don't think he lacked confidence because it wasn't like he wasn't shooting in the other games. He was still taking the shots, and I tell him all the time, as long as they're good shots, I'm good with it. But to see the basketball go through, I thought was huge for him. He's a good player, man. He is. I thought we're talking about the shots. I thought he made some heck of a passes, off the ball screen, and that's what he's been doing all the time. I thought he was maybe a little bit pressed because he couldn't make a shot, that he got away from that a little bit. I thought today he was back more of who he's been as this guy that can play make and do some different things.
This is the closest your team has really been in a game in the second half. Did you notice them calm, or did you feel that they were maybe a little on edge? What were they like in the huddle when it was a one-score game?
I thought they were determined. I thought they were locked in. Again, some unbelievable teachable moments. I think we had a 15-point lead with a little bit over 8 minutes left, and we did not handle that situation well. We didn't get stops, and it led them to cut it to where it was a one-possession game. But then I thought we did a heck of a job down the stretch of extending it and getting it back to double figures. I think we were up 10, and we got to stop, pushed it, and that's when Fetty missed the lob. We got the rebound. We should pull that back out and take some time. But we rushed then and missed the layup. I think the next time down, we missed a shot, got an offensive rebound. We should pull it out. We tried to make a bounce pass in traffic, and we went up and tried to shoot over two guys where we should pull that back out. That's what I mean. There's some unbelievable teachable moments for us in this game where we can learn a lot and get better.
How do you feel like you guys have responded to some of the teachable moments that you guys have had in the first two games?
I think they've responded well. I mean, look, I've said it all along. This is a really good group. I enjoy being around them. They want to be good. They want to learn. I think we have a high ceiling, and as long as we continue to have the right attitudes and come in and be about the right stuff, then I think we will get better.
On the note of teachable moments, I mean, that's what you hope to have in these early games, right, against the mid-majors.
Yeah, no. I mean, look, like I said, I think this team is good. I mean, I think they went on the road last year and won at USC. They're an older team. Coach Chambers is a heck of a coach. He's instilled a culture there of fighting and competing and playing hard, and he's got some good players. I think they're going to win a lot of games. And so to be able to do this, score this many points, and not shoot free throws well, and not shoot the three ball as well as we're capable of doing, I think that's big for us. We got tested defensively this game by better players. Nothing against North Carolina A&T, nothing against Binghamton, but these guys I think are just a little bit better. And so it'll give us some things that we have to continue to work on and talk to our guys and watch film and get better.
Any particular reason Jorge only played 2 minutes?
He got in foul trouble in the first half. We got lineups in the second half and played.
Did you like that dynamic with the three guards? You went for a little bit there?
Yeah, we do that in practice a lot. I mean, so it's probably the first time we've done it in a game. In the games that we've played so far, we've been up by a lot, so we really haven't done it. But I'm comfortable with that. We're comfortable with that.
What does Zach do for you guys defensively? It seems like he seems to find a way to be in a lot of different places.
Yeah, he's a great help side defender and blocking shots. He can be athletic and, contest and get some steals and do some things like that. He's got to continue to get better individually, one-on-one defense and concentrate all the time, but he has a level of athleticism that we haven't had since I've been here.
Coach, your thoughts on the team just continuing to get average at least 40-plus rebounds a game?
Well, I want us to be a really good rebounding team. We did a heck of a job with it tonight, again, against a team that was a little bit bigger, a little bit more athletic than the first team that we played, first two teams, I should say, that we've played. So I'm pleased with that. We know the competition will get stiffer, as we continue to go up in levels with the competition that we'll play. But hopefully these rebounding numbers can continue to be really good.